Hello and welcome everybody to the season opener, of the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series, starting off the season with a interesting race here at Lime Rock. We have the Clash race, and man, I didn't know this until I was reading the Discord about 20 minutes ago, but there's some interesting details that's going to go along with this one. But we're in store for 25 laps of high-speed racing action at a track built for Miatas and Skip Barber Formula 2000s, which have 1/10 of the horsepower that these things have. I am your host, Alan Brown, and I am joined in the booth, as always, by Mr. Alan English as I change the broadcaster slide.
Hey, man, this is going to be an interesting race for sure because it's almost impossible to pass here. So a lot of the passing for position that you're going to see on the track is because somebody messed up. And if you've been watching this long 45-minute qualifying session, open qualifier that we've been watching here, it's not easy to get around this thing in a stock car. And these guys found that out, and they're going to have to deal with it. They're going to have to adapt and overcome, figure out how to get this heavy stock car around there that has hardly no grip. So it's going to be an interesting night for sure.
And down there on pit road, ready for some racing action down there, that's Mr. Adam Turner. Adam in the pits, finding another road course here in Connecticut. How you doing tonight?
Is this live or what's happening here? I've been drinking a little bit. I figured, might as well drink for the season opener. It's a celebration. I don't know why they're turning right tonight, but they are. It's kind of strange for me. I'm kind of looking forward to it, I think. The track's super hot, and they're turning right. So I don't have much input tonight, guys. I'm just going to be here having fun and making probably ill-advised statements the rest of the night.
Maybe take a nap,
it could be fun.
Hey,
we have actually watched some of the qualifying, and it's going to be interesting. Let's put it that way.
Let us know what your favorite snack is at the concessions.
Okay, yeah, I'll work on that. We're in Connecticut here. Lime Rock is in Connecticut.
Yes, it is.
Right.
And with that, they didn't have a practice session, so everyone has all qualified and getting ready to go here. So it goes to show, because I have no cameras absolutely set up whatsoever. We're gonna do a little bit of that. Look at that magic. Let us start off here with tonight's grid rundown here, and no surprise, because we saw them just about all season long at these road courses absolutely dominate. We got a pair of angry idiots up there at the front. You have the 92 of Greg Klein on the pole position, with the 25 of Eric Fiorello jumping in here, coming in second. Then you've got some Speed Demon Motorsports boys up there in the second row, with Ethan Flanagan in the 35 and Isaac Wilson in the 93. Andrew Coe will be starting here in fifth, with William Brown starting sixth. The 27 of Red Stick, Mike Simone's going to be here in seventh, with Alan Kewins getting the call up during the offseason, going to be racing in the Cup Series here this season. Going to be starting today off in eighth. The 11 of Justin Barkley will be starting here in ninth, with Michael Buckley in the 26, rounding out that top 10.
Newcomer Austin Lapari, let me know if I'm saying your name wrong, bud, in the 9 car, starting in 11th. Alan Dixon in the 31, starting in 12th. Mike Hornbeck is back in that 84 machine this season, starting in 13th. Josh Fassbender in the 5 car, starting in 14th. 22 of Joe Archer starting in 15th place. Anthony Fry in the 64 car starting 16th. Sneaky Pete Van Sprindle in the 80 starting 17th. Matt Kemp in the 23 starting 18th. Tim Harmon, Angry Idiot, starting in 19th in that 73 machine. David Hendricks in the 81 starting in 20th. Then we got Brian Kaufman, Connor Darnell rounding out your field. We had a standing start here, guys.
Oh, good gracious. That was a standing start? Oh,
Yes.
all right. Well, here we go into turn number 1. Greg Klein going way off into the grass, so that's going to give the lead right there to Eric Fiorello as they head through turns 1, 2, and 3 and down into the kink. Now we get into a really interesting part of the track where they're going to go down a little bit of a straightaway and then up and over a hill where these cars may get a little bit of air as they kind of crest over the top of it, as there's absolute mayhem going on behind these leaders.
Did you call it the kink? So Greg Klein got hung up in the kink at the start. That's crazy.
I'm still trying to set my cameras up. I'm sorry. Hey, see what happens when all of us miss the driver's meeting and pertinent information like, oh, by the way, there's going to be a standing start.
Sometimes it's best to just kind of wing it, you know?
As we got Alan Dixon currently having a little battle there with, I believe that would be what would normally be the 48 of some other driver is currently the 23 of Matt Kemp.
What happened to Klein?
Man, he just went wide into turn number 1 and off into the grass and into Never Ever Land.
I completely missed that. Oh, 56 is off track on the inside. Sneaky Pete Van Sprundle got held up in the 80 machine there.
Sneaky Pete and a Harry Potter. I mean, you don't think of a Long Island guy in a Harry Potter paint. What's going on tonight?
Oh, Noah's right behind him, Tony Fry, and I believe that was the 5 of Josh Fassbender getting together right before the hill, and they are all jumbled up trying to get back going there. Man, it's a good thing we're not racing with the chicane on that hill, because that would be rough.
Oh, the 18's around. You're going to hear that a lot tonight. And the 27.
And yes, you can see there in the background the 27 of Red Stick Mike doing a great job dirt tracking it through the grass there, able to get it back on track without too many issues.
So 0 fast repairs here tonight. How many of these cars do you think are going to finish this race under power?
3.
3.
I don't know what to look at.
Oh, and there goes Red Stick Mike getting loose kind of in these little zigzagging section of the straight and bouncing against one wall to the other. And he's going to let everybody kind of drive around him there as the 93 of Isaac Wilson's getting challenged here by that 23 / being shown 48 of Matt Kemp.
Yeah, I mean, these guys they're used to turning left, man. Let's just take it easy on them. They hadn't raced in a while. They were shaking the rust off. Midwest Days of Thunder, really cool series. You know, you can kind of progress from bottom to top. This is the top, believe it or not, this is the top of the series right now, but we are racing what'd you say, it's a Miata course? This is like a bicycle course? What are we doing here?
Yeah, so it's a 1.5 miles long, which, I mean, when you hear 1.5 miles, you're like, oh, that's actually pretty long. In cars like these, and you're running laps, you know, under 55 seconds here, it's a very close door-to-door racing here as Justin Barkley is all knotted up in a mix. There's 2 number 9s out there tonight.
Yeah, I think Barkley's letting some guys go here. Or Buckley, I'm sorry. Is that Buckley or Barkley? Barkley just passed Buckley. And the 48 is around Matt Kemp. Well, it says 23, but he's got 48 on his car. This is an interesting first race of the year. At least it ain't for points.
There's no points. That's what I was going to ask. So there's no points involved in this, right? This is kind of a fun run, get to shake the rust off and all that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But not only that, for the admins, they decided that any non-Cup driver that joins this race, the top 8 will go into the duels next week at Daytona, and the top 4 from that will have a Cup Series seat. So some of these guys are, in here racing to maybe skip a few levels here. I mean, I don't know if we have any ARCA guys in here, but, any chance you can get to, boost and get up quicker to your end goal, man, and that's a good thing.
Well, that's the stuff we like. I think English is that super speedway craziness. That's kind of what we're used to. I know, Brown, you're more of a road race guy, so you kind of understand this more than us. I do understand this. Eric Fiorello is tearing the track up right now.
That
He's a
he
great
is.
road course driver.
Currently a 2.5 second lead out in front, and man, those lap times, they're really not ballooning up like you would think you'd see as tires wear off. He's been very consistent as he's already up into lap traffic.
Yeah, well, that's where his day could get ruined, I think. I mean, look at these guys in front of him. They don't know what the hell's going on, and he does, so that's going to be an issue for Eric. Hopefully he can get through him.
Kemp off the track again here in the final turn. Able to gather it up and get back on the racing surface.
Ooh, as I think the leader has some issues as they came up the hill. I heard a car spinning, but it looks like everyone's able to get through it all right. As that 48 of William Brown charging up through this field. He's cutting that lead to Eric down just a little bit, half second at a time. I think maybe some of that lap traffic starting to come into play there. Ethan Flanagan and Isaac Wilson also starting to fall back just a little bit, but still trying the best they can to keep up with the blistering pace that Fiorello is putting on right now.
Yeah, well, he's dodging all these guys going in the grass, getting crazy in front of him. He's going to have his work cut out for him with all these lap cars, but right now he looks like he's in control, other than the other guys that aren't in control in front of him.
So Derek Schimmel over on the Facebook tuned in saying Connor Darnell is a dirt driver. Let's go dirt. Well, with now 6 off tracks, he is definitely trying to find his home here at Lime Rock.
Learning for Life is joining us on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Isaac Wilson saying Ethan's going to get dumped tonight. Michael Pimpere saying, hey there, fellas. What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
And Richard G saying, let's give it up for AAA. Thanks, Richard. We appreciate you as always.
I would like to hear all the comments and stuff. These guys are commenting, some of them, while they're driving. How do they do that?
I don't know.
Sure.
So side by side, a couple angry idiots go. Greg Klein trying to work his way back up after going through the dirt on lap 1, passing Alan Kewins there. And here they come up to some lap traffic that took a little ride on the dirty side.
Another angry idiot, Tim Harmon, just went off in the grass.
He's pretty slow getting back started, but he's back on the pavement.
I'm actually surprised I haven't seen more wrecks at the top of that hill, because as you kind of get to the top of it, your car kind of experiences some negative G's, and it's really difficult to maintain control, but everyone seems to be doing all right going up there. It's everywhere else on the track that seems to be the issue.
Yeah, you top that hill, you have 0 traction. 0. So, I mean, just having your wheel turn just a little bit, when them tires load back up, that can send you off the track and into the grass quick. Maybe a tire barrier.
Ooh, Ethan Flanagan. That's happened to Ethan Flanagan as you said it there. Yeah, what timing you have, English?
It was the curse of the broadcaster. We've seen it many times. The legends are true.
As we saw there, Greg Klein making his way past Isaac Wilson. Davey Hendricks is working on doing just that right now. Davey, not usually typically able to race on Friday nights, so good to have you racing here with us tonight, Davey.
He's usually prepping for his real race. I think he's actually Kyle Busch, one of those two. So Fridays are busy. William Brown making up some ground now on Eric Fiorello.
Oh yeah, cutting that lead down to just under a second. Doing a great job to run very quick lap times here.
There's a lot of missing parts on some of these cars, man. I tell you what, though, they're not going very fast, so, I mean, you don't need all that aero support, right?
We're seeing top speeds of 160 miles an hour.
Well, just on the front stretch.
It's still pretty quick.
Oh, mercy. There goes Joe Archer.
Oh, our Canadian friend.
Poor Joe.
Trying to get it back and running.
Oh, William
Oh.
Brown ran into 56 Archer.
Oh no!
Oh no.
He ran a blocker. Looked like the snowman. Was running for Eric Fiorello there.
I wish I could say that sponsor in Joe Archer's car without getting in trouble here, but that one's just a little too close.
All right, now I gotta go see Charlie Archer's.
It says Fuchs. Fuchs.
It's Fuchs.
Is it Fuchs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll call it Fuchs on the broadcast.
Yeah.
I know there's kids watching and everything. I've already been reprimanded before. I know I say things that some people may be offended by if they're from a younger generation.
Joe Archer's car is dog walking sideways down the track as he pulls down into pit road. He might be in there for a while. They better get an alignment machine out of the garage.
Yeah, he's gonna need more than that thing they give you when you go to O'Reilly's. You know, they stick it in the computer thing, and he's gonna need more than that.
As Ethan Flanagan having a little problem there going off track, but Matt Kemp able to get around him to move back up into third. Matt Kemp up 15 spots, so he fought his way through this field, and I mean we've got 13 laps to go here, and are just about halfway through this race, and for the most part, I mean we've seen some mistakes just about by everybody, but at least the top 10, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, Fiorella's staying relatively clean, trying to stay away from everybody as he's extending his lead. Whoa, a little bit loose there for Eric. Coming up on some lap traffic here with the 27. But he's got a really straight race car still.
Do tires start wearing out at any point on this track? I'm unaware.
I would assume
Oh,
so.
Greg Klein's off track. I'm sorry.
Oh, and Greg Klein's front end does not look very good. That's turn number 1 here again. Don't know what happened to him.
He's one of the most seasoned road course drivers we have out here. It's kind of...
Let's get more into this Matt Kemp. He's up 15 spots. I guess he retired from the Dodgers. I'm not quite sure. Had a hell of a career.
No,
in
that's
the big
the
leagues.
Seattle Supersonics basketball.
No, that's another guy.
Well, that was Sean Kemp.
Yeah. What happened there?
Oh no, it's the 5 locked up the brakes, maybe threw William Brown offline, and so William Brown taking a ride through the grass. Probably one of the first big mistakes that Brown has made here, as the 5 continues to drive through that grass.
Oh, Mike Simone around again.
Oh, Red Stick Mike, straight out of Louisiana. Looked like he was trying to fly himself home there from Connecticut.
Knock over the drive sober or get pulled over sign. I wonder if that was a signal.
Well, luckily here in iRacing, it's a simulation, not a game. You can drink and drive here, luckily.
Or broadcast, for that matter.
Oh, yeah, you can. I don't know if it's even frowned upon. I think it's actually encouraged.
That depends on who it is.
As Greg Klein and Isaac Wilson go side by side there for a little bit. Greg Klein with that kind of snub-nosed car at this point, with how much context. Matt, oh no, as Isaac Wilson takes a ride through the grass coming out of that last turn, able to get that thing back under control. Man, oh man, good job there, Isaac.
Are we going to see any fights tonight? Because that's all I'm worried about at this point. Somebody going to fight?
I doubt it.
No?
I mean, we've already heard the 93 threaten to dump 35 already.
Yeah, but they're
That was
like
before the
friends.
race
I thought
started.
that's a joke. I mean, like real fighting, you know? You know how it gets at near the end of the season, and these guys, we watch these guys near the end of the season. They get pretty rowdy.
We'll find out in about 20 races or so.
Oh,
Well, yeah, go ahead, Brown.
As
Stay
Eric
close.
Fiorello comes up on 2 side-by-side lap cars. One of those was Sneaky Pete Van Sprundle, who went a little too wide there into turn number 1 and ended up taking a ride through the grass. And he's now trying to make a pass on Isaac Degner, who also made a little mistake trying to get out of the way there and got out onto the grass.
He may have dumped it off there on purpose to let 25 around. I'm not really sure.
Probably on that broomstick, flying through Harry Potter style.
But all that time that Fiorello was stuck behind that traffic, that allowed that 23/48 of Matt Kemp to slide on up through and make up some time. So the gap now just about half a second.
Matt Kemp is up there with Eric Fiorello? Wow.
He's gaining.
I guess he just quit playing baseball and went straight to iRacing.
Must
Take
have.
this over, too.
I can't believe we got Sean Kemp and Matt Kemp confused.
You did. I did not.
I owned it. I said I can't believe I did that.
I got a Sean Kemp story, but I can't share it on air. That's a whole nother story. Harry Potter lost control a little bit there. Sneaky Pete. He's back running.
As William Brown has made his way back up to a little bit of some of this racing action here, all over that back bumper of Ethan Flanagan, as Matt Kemp making a charge here on the front straightaway, trying to get around Eric Fiorello, looking to the inside as they approach turn number 1.
You also have a little battle between Andrew Kolb and Coons there. Alan Coons. Got a good battle going on.
As Matt Kemp drops back into line there.
They're still working on Joe Archer's car down there, trying to piece it back together. William Brown just scraped the tire barrier down here after crossing part of the lawn out there.
Yeah, so that's going to allow him to, or at least Ethan, get away with a little bit more space. But, man, Matt Kemp still all over that back bumper of the 25.
Check out Davey Hendricks. He's up 16 spots as
No
to
surprise.
Match
No surprise.
Matt Kemp's gains tonight so far.
Yeah. Kyle Busch himself.
Oh, as Eric goes a little wide into the grass, so Matt Kemp is going to be able to go and take that position. Eric Fiorello, he has some time to the cars behind, so he's really not going to lose anything but the lead here. But Matt Kemp, hard charger so far of the day, up 17 with 6 laps to go in the lead of this Clash race.
See, here's where Eric needs to not get flustered. Just get back up there, maintain control of that race car. He started getting a little bit loose after he got back up on the track. Let them tires clean off a little bit.
You know he was angry, though. He was definitely angry about that. At himself, I'm pretty sure.
He just kind of run out of track there, and hey, it happens. Oh, look at all the cars getting sideways at the top of that hill. 54. David Hendricks, or 81, whatever number it is. One of those cars that got really loose. This is a mixed race, guys. So we have guys from Cup, Xfinity, Trucks, and ARCA all racing in this race.
Oh, as they're 3 wide as they went into turn number 1.
So we'll have some duplicate numbers and stuff like that. Hendricks is off again.
Yeah, that was due to that 3 wide situation going into turn number 1. And let me tell you, Lime Rock Park, it's really not wide for 2 Miatas to go side by side. So the fact they tried to get 3 of these big old Cup cars side by side, that was just doomed to fail.
Hendricks was letting somebody know on the radio he didn't appreciate how he was raced right there.
Ooh, we have a fight? Is that a fight?
Kind
Because
of like a one-way discussion there for a second.
Davey let him know who the boss was.
Just expressed his discontent.
Well, there's a lot of discontent, I imagine. Like Brown said, this track looks like it's for go-karts, and they're putting 800 horsepower Cup cars out here. I don't know how that's going to work out.
A motorcycle. That'd be fun.
It is pretty fun. That hill gets a little sketchy though.
Have you rode bike here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
In real life?
Oh yeah.
Are you insane?
Yes.
Oh, God. I got more respect for you now. I mean, I always had respect for you, but I can't believe you rode a motorcycle on this thing. It looks like a death trap on a motorcycle.
It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like an official race, more like a track day kind of thing.
Yeah, but those can still get crazy because
Oh,
you guys
yes.
all want to show who's boss. I got a better bike than you.
Hey,
I've
it's
been there.
really whoever could pull off the best wheelie at the top of the hill, basically.
Ooh.
As the 5 of Josh Fassbender taking a trip through the grass in turn number 1. As we now have 3 laps to go, and Matt Kemp, oh man, as sideways as you can get it there coming up.
Man, must have seen a slider or something.
Talk about a fast race. The qualifying session is going to be longer than the race.
Yeah, well, they needed practice for this. This is insanity.
Pretty scary.
As Kemp makes his way past the 84 of Hornbeck, so the leader has now lapped all the way up into 10th. So Matt Kemp doing a great job there. I mean,
Oh, Eric Briarello is just off the track, man. He just misjudged. I'm sorry to jump on you, Brown, but trying to keep track of Eric.
it's all right. Again, Eric's still having that big cushion behind him, so he's still doing okay with 2 laps remaining. Just no more mistakes, and he should at least walk away with a podium. Man, as Matt Kemp dirt tracks it around at the top of the hill before coming down into the final turn here, and come on down and across the line to take the white flag. You also got Ethan Flanagan and William Brown as they have a big wreck go on behind them. It looks like Michael Buckley was involved in that one as well.
73 of Tim Harmon as well.
Green white checker. Oh wait, no, this is right turns. You don't do that.
Somebody just yelled the short name version of Richard out on the radio.
Oh. So Bob, they yelled Bob out there.
Think more like Nixon.
I love Tricky Nixon.
Tricky Nixon.
That guy was a great. If you read about that guy, if you're a historical person like myself, that's interesting.
As Matt Kemp, doing it in style, comes back down the hill, zigzags back and forth, adds a little slide action in there, and picks up the win here in the first Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series clash at Lime Rock.
We knew it was going to be a weird race. I didn't expect this many cars to be missing hoods and fenders and back bumper panels and stuff.
Yeah.
What a finish for these guys.
Eric Fiorello was able to save a second place there, with Ethan Flanagan held off a charge, and William Brown there to finish on the podium as well. Oh my goodness, who was that? Someone just drove straight into the barrier, kind of like at the end of the front straightaway there. And,
I love it.
You know what? Isaac Degner pulls up short of doing that. Come on, Degs, got to get in there. Oh, there goes Fry. Fry absolutely punts him.
And that race was quicker than getting robbed in Dallas on a Saturday night. What in the hell? That thing's over already?
That thing is... hey, man, I told you when we were logging in, 25 laps here with sub 1 minute lap times. This one was gonna finish up pretty quickly, and yeah, right on track. Total race time 23 minutes and some change.
The pile of cars down here at the end of the turn, or end of the street.
Yeah, now they're just having fun playing
they're
around.
Eric Fiorello saying on the radio he just run out of tires.
Yeah, that's probably what caused them to run in the grass.
Greg Klein worked his way back up from falling to 17th on the first lap. Was able to pick up a 6th place.
Yeah, and
Not
his
where
teammate.
not where he wanted, but
Well, his teammate Alan Coons got in there in 8th, so you got 3 angry idiots in the top 10. So that's a good showing for that. And those of you that don't know, team points count not tonight, but for Midwest Days of Thunder, they do a team points system, and it gets kind of fun over throughout the year. It's going to be some rivalries and stuff like that. So good to see those angry idiots up in the top 10.
And speaking of which, I kind of want to go back and I'll take a look at the results, but I got a feeling that 60 of Alan Kewins, he might have had 0x here tonight.
Here, I'll pull it up for you. Let's see here.
Because as of right now, I'm showing that he had 0 off tracks.
0x. He is the only car in the field with 0x.
Man, good job there, Kewins.
Way to be clean. Hornbeck had 1.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So that worked out for him. Looks like we got one podium finisher down there.
Yeah, so let us talk to our third place finisher, and that's going to be Mr. Ethan Flanagan in that 35. Man, talk about a wild ride here for this Clash race, and it was definitely one entertaining beast, but it looked like it was got your hands full kind of racing out there.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild. I would call it a short track road course because that's what the racing felt like. You know, didn't really get up to very high speeds where if you make a mistake, it's like instant death. But it definitely felt like the Bristol of road courses, and that was definitely a fun race at the end. Don't usually race like that. I mean, you know, it's this road course that I don't know, kind of irked me a little with the choice, but it was still a lot of fun. But you know, fun race with William. We both just said it's short track racing at the end of it, pretty much, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's a good analogy. I mean, it does kind of look like a Bristol or a Martinsville. It's, you know, there's not much room out there, and we saw that a lot of that in turn 1. Those S's, even coming around the backside of the track, we saw a little bit of contact between guys. But you guys did the best you could out there as far as giving each other room. But where do you rank this with other road courses? Is this one you want to repeat, or do you just want to stick to stuff like Watkins Glen?
Well, I'd say it's like something like it's fun the first time, but I don't want to see it ever again. Kind of like that.
I don't blame you.
Hey, it was something to shake the rust off with. You got third place. I mean, that's pretty good. It was a lot of mayhem out there on the track. What are you looking forward to this season? And you got anybody you want to shout out real quick?
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to quite a bit this season. I mean, I feel like I'm running up front more than last season, at least in this car and the Xfinity car as well. I mean, I'm gonna run 5 Xfinity races, or 6. I'm gonna run 6 Xfinity races, 6 truck races, and then all the Cup races, obviously. But I feel like I'm just gonna run up front more. That's the expectation. You know, I figured out this car. I figured out road courses too. I mean, I figured it out a little more. I only had a little bit of practice today, so you know, I'm looking forward to a lot. I'm expecting it to be a good season. But yeah, William tried to put the bumper to me in like the second to last turn, and I mean, he tried. You know, gotta respect him for that though.
All right, man. Well, again, before we let you go, you got any shout outs or anything like that?
Shout out to Isaac Wilson for letting me drive this car, especially the way I did tonight.
Yeah, he was out there having his problems as well out there. But hey, man, you walked away with a podium P3 finish. Good job and good luck this coming season.
Thank you, guys.
Let us now move up that leaderboard and talk to the Italian Stallion, the 25 of Eric Fiorello, who finished here in second, who led dang near 3/4 of this race. Eric, that looked like it was not only difficult, but a wild ride. I mean, you had lap traffic, you had people going off in the dirt. I mean, this track was definitely made for Miatas and not these Cup cars.
I'll agree with that 100%. Throw on top of it worn out tires and 110 degree track, and we might as well have been racing on ice. I mean, it was tough. I was all I could do. The standing start was the best part, I think. A lot of fun, but to get out front with Greg, and then he kind of pulled a me and ran it wide in turn 1, and I just tried to stay in front of Ethan and William Brown as long as I could. Well, in doing that, I burnt my tires up, and Matt just run me down, and I mean there was nothing I could do. I tried to stay in front of him, but it wasn't happening. So
We enjoy watching our old teammates out there mixing it up, and we knew you and Greg were both going to be contenders in this race. Both of y'all are really good on road courses. We even saw Alan Kewins out there running with you guys. The only driver on the track was 0X. Never went off the track once. Never touched anybody. That was pretty damn impressive. But yeah, you ran a great race. You just ran out of racetrack in that one turn. You had a car next to you. Was that just tires wearing out and it just pushed off the track?
yeah, and not backing my braking points up when the tire started going away so that I could stay on the pavement. And then I think the guy had kind of lost it on the jump. And when I came across the hill, he was coming back on and kind of nosed him with the front end. I don't know if I had any damage or not. Temps were okay, but I mean, I don't think much damage would have made much difference as it was. But yeah, by the time it was over, I was down, a second and a half, almost 2 seconds a lap just because of tire wear. But it was a fun race. Great to be back racing. Took a little time off from the end of last season and kind of reignite the flame, so to speak. And is a fun way to start because, like you said, I love racing road courses. So it's
Well, you gotta
it's
get
a lot
that
of
deer
fun.
hunting in too. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're recharged, man, and you're ready to go. Anything you're looking forward to this season, and do you have anybody you want to shout out as we finish this one up?
I mean, probably going to be another awesome season. This is a great league. Taver and all the admins do a great job. You guys broadcasting, it's so fun that it's a progressive league and the fixed setup is what I really enjoy. Kind of evens the playing field. It makes you get beat by a driver and not a setup, which is good for people like me that don't do setups very well at all. But should be a lot of new faces in Cup and should be a lot of fun banging doors with these guys and hopefully get back to the playoffs like we did last year. Well, as far as shout outs, all the Angry Idiot guys, past and present, just a lot of fun, a lot of fun hanging out with guys and racing.
Yeah, well, man, it's great to hear your voice out here once again, and congrats on the P2 finish, and best of luck here this coming up season.
Thanks a lot, guys.
And now let us move up to our hard charger of the day and race winner. That is that 23 of Matt Kemp. Matt up 17 spots, so you had to drive all the way through this field, and you did a heck of a job doing that. But not only that, man, especially towards the end of the race, you had to really wheel that thing to bring this one home in victory lane.
Yeah, those rear tires were not very happy there at the end at 25 laps. So I was actually telling the guys I was with in the Discord, I'm like, I think my rear tires are gonna blow. Like, there's no way. There's actually I can look and see. Actually, they had quite a bit of tread on them. I was surprised, but yeah, no, we hung on and somehow got her done.
That hot slick track does not help. I mean, you can have decent tires, but once they hit that part of the track that's been sitting in the sun, I mean, that really does take a lot of your traction away. Talk a little bit about yourself tonight, because I don't think we've broadcasted a race with you in it. Are you currently a ARCA driver now or Xfinity driver?
I'm a dirt driver right now in this league. So I just this is my first time actually running anything other than dirt league with this series. So I just saw last minute they were running a race. They said it was the Clash. I expected Daytona. It was not Daytona, and yeah, it worked out, I guess.
Well, you never would have known that you came in here unprepared and didn't know what the race was going to be, because you really put on a really damn good show. We're looking forward to seeing you later, not only in the Dirt Series, but they are pulling up some qualifiers from these from some of these exhibition races to race in Cup. Would you race in Cup on a Cup team if you got the call up?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard a whole lot about when the Cup Series is running or anything. I just saw this was up, and I guess we'll figure all that out when it comes.
Man, so after your retirement from baseball, you decided I'm going to take up iRacing
Damn
and pretty much dominate this whole thing. Hey, if you're going to run like this with no practice, you need to get you a cup ride because you're going to have a lot of fun. These are some good guys. And hey, man, congratulations. That wasn't an easy run by any means.
Well, thank you, sir. This sounds a lot more fun than baseball to me. But yeah, no, we'll see. See what happens. Appreciate what you guys do and your broadcasting, and I appreciate the guys at the league letting me run it.
Well, man, that's the best way to put it. And yeah, so next week is the duels at Daytona, which you have now qualified for. So that would be kind of your way to enter in as the season here for the Cup Series starts to kick off. I know you got some shout outs out of the way. Do you have any other shout outs you need to say before we let you go?
Appreciate Brandon and Zach getting me into the league, letting me have some fun tonight. It's been fun, but yeah, again, thanks to the admins for putting it on, and thanks to you guys for broadcasting.
Congrats, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Congrats, Matt, picking up the big time win here at Lime Rock, and good luck over there in the dirt. And hey, maybe we'll see you over here in Cup.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys.
Ooh, man, boys, that was interesting. It was kind of how we expected it to go, in the fact that we didn't really expect anything on how this one would go.
I came into this with zero expectations, and I'll keep an open mind. I wasn't looking for the race of the century, but I also wasn't looking for a wreck fest either. And we got somewhere in between, which was, there was some tight battles out there. So, want to make sure to mention our sponsor tonight, Triple T. Oh man, I missed it.
Custom PCs.
Triple T's Custom PCs. I'm sorry about that. If you need one built, not just for iRacing, but for anything, give them a shout out. They're on Facebook. Go look them up. They'll give you a price quote on a machine. And I think he's running a special. I think he said on Facebook he's running a special about not charging for an assembly fee for the first few computers that he builds. So go ahead and check them out. Triple T's Custom PCs on Facebook.
Yeah, it was I thought we had a lot of fun. We were kind of joking beforehand that this is kind of goofy. I don't know, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it's a good precursor to next week. The real duels at Daytona. That's going to be kick-ass for Midwest Days of Thunder and Triple T's Custom PCs.
As we slowly kind of add this one to the books, let's go through our official finishing order here tonight. That's going to start us off with the hard charger and race winner of the day, the 23 of Matt Kemp, dirt tracking his way around this track like, man, it was nobody's business. Then you had Eric Fiorello in the 25, started second, finished second, so a solid run there from Eric. And you had the 35 of Ethan Flanagan, started third, finished third, so a great run there for him. You had that 48 of William Brown try to make some noise kind of in that middle of the race, but got involved in some things, still walking away with a solid fourth place finish. You had the 81 of Davey Hendricks finish here in fifth, up 15 spots, so Davey had a great run. 92 of Greg Klein from the get-go was dealing with some adversity, but he was able to claw his way back up to a sixth. Andrew Coe was able to walk away here 7th with the 60 of Perfect. Alan Kewins coming in 8th with a complete 0x on the night, so that's an achievement in itself.
Safe Driver Award.
Safe Driver Award, brought to you by AAA.
Echo.
The 93 of Isaac Wilson had a good start, but kind of started failing kind of towards the end of this race, and ended up here in 9th with the 84 of Mike Hornbeck rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, your second car one lap down with Isaac Degner in the 98 car, finishing 11th. 64, Anthony Fry in 12th. Pete Van Sprundle in that number 80 Harry Potter machine, finishing 13th. Michael Buckley in the 26, finishing 14th. Tim Harmon in the 73, finishing 15th. The 27 car of Red Stick Mike Simone. Man, that cat, he covered every inch of grass and dirt out there tonight, but I guarantee you he had a lot of fun doing it. First car 3 laps down, that's the 16th place car. The 11 of Justin Barkley finishing in 17th. Josh Fassbender in the 5 machines finishing 18th. Connor Darnell, one of our dirt guys in the 97 car, finishing 19th. Austin Lapari in the 9, finishing 20th. Joe Archer had some issues out there and had a lot of repair time, so that's why he ended up finishing so many laps down. No fast repairs in this league, so they were beating and banging on that car forever trying to get it back running. Alan Dixon in 31, also with some problems, finishing 22nd. Brian Kaufman in 23rd.
And that rounds out the field here tonight. We thank you all for tuning in and watching this kind of season opening exhibition race here for the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. We look forward to seeing you all here every Friday night. But until Monday, where we see the Midwest Days of Thunder Xfinity Series start kind of really get into the nitty-gritty of the season with the Daytona duels. That's all we have in store for you. So enjoy your weekends. We look forward to seeing you all out here once again. I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
Looking forward to duels week next week. We gone.
See ya.